Welcome to the Astro Forecast for the week of May 16th to May 22nd. Now, we are just coming off of that big full moon eclipse in Scorpio, and it is a super moon because it was so close to the Earth. And that happened on Sunday night, Monday morning. So if you're watching this on Sunday on YouTube or Monday on Facebook or Instagram, it's still happening. It's still happening. It's a big one. So I'm going to recap a little bit of it. So what happens in a full moon is when the sun and the moon are opposite. So the sun right now is in Taurus. So the moon has to be in the opposite sign of Scorpio. Now, astrology has all of the dichotomies, right? They have first house to the seventh house. If you understand the chart, this first house is the house of me. The seventh house is the house of we. Who are you in relationships? What kind of relationships suit you or complement you the best? How do you balance yourself? Who are you when you're in a relationship and who are you without a relationship? So that dichotomy is there in life. So astrology really kind of highlights those dichotomies. And I love that in astrology. So in full moons, we get that dichotomy that's even more pronounced, right? So we have that Taurus sun talking about values, money, things that we, that give us stability and foundation in our lives. And then on the opposite side is Scorpio, other people's money, healing the shadow, taking our gifts and helping others to make money, helping other people to heal their wounds with it. So how is that? How much, when the money that you make, how are you managing your debt and taxes on the other side of it, as an example, or your gifts and talents? How are you shining your light to then help others to shine their light? Or how are you owning your gifts and talents and releasing that which other people put on you, your shadow, to heal it and move it into the light, right? So that is that dichotomy. So Scorpio is about purging, kind of letting go of the things that no longer are serving you, right? What has this possession helped you with, and now can you release it and give it to someone else or repurpose it in some way? And Scorpio is, really that kind of that fixed water. It's deep intuition, it's passion, it is understanding, it's hard to let go of some things because they become part of you. So, and an eclipse means that the sun and the moon are sitting with the nodes of the moon, and the nodes of the moon depict our karmic destiny as a collective. So right now, Taurus has the north node, which is our karmic future. Where are we going to? And that's why we can see, cryptocurrency, banking, interest rates are going up, natural resources, those are all Taurus related, the environment, Taurus related as well, Mother Earth, Taurus related. So you can see these are big themes in the collective right now. And then Scorpio is all about the taboo, right? Religion, sex, abortion, sexual rights, sex assault, right? The Me Too movement, all those things are kind of the scorpionic piece of it. So interesting that this whole Johnny Depp, Amber Heard thing is coming to light now because it's over money, Taurus, and what actually happened, all the improprieties, the things that we don't hear about, those kind of taboo subjects behind the scenes, Scorpio. So that is kind of highlighting perfect timing for it, honest to God. So when we think about this eclipse, this moon is in Scorpio, and Scorpio is the south node. South node is our karmic past. What are we releasing from the past? Now, when you think about, what's really coming to light now is, I'm totally going to sneeze. It is abortion rights, right? Women's sexual rights to have a baby or not have a baby, right? We dealt with this 50 years ago. We're coming back and dealing with it again now, right? This is the past being trudged up to say, did we learn our lesson, or, what's coming up here? And it is enacting, it is mobilizing, it is lighting a fire under all the women around the world, and especially in the US, to rise up and to rally and to say, no, these are our rights. You don't get to just sit somewhere and make some rules about us. So this is this eclipse coming up now. So it'll be interesting to see what kind of comes of that. But it's going to be, eclipses are 6-month events. They're going to be kind of in play now for the next 6 months. We're going to see what's happening here, what's being cleared out from our past, brought up for healing and understanding why we have what we have to move forward, right? To release this. It's no longer who we are. Why are we trudging up this from years past? So Tuesday, nothing much going on, but it is a bit of a frustrating, sensitive day. And I think we're going to see that kind of play out for the whole week, that we are going to feel very sensitive, because on Wednesday, Mars, which is in Pisces, is coming to conjunct or coming to sit next to Neptune in Pisces as well. So Pisces is the flow, the feeling, the intuitive, the coming up from our soul, creativity, empathy, compassion, spirituality. But on the other side, every sign has its dichotomy as well. On the opposite is escapism, not wanting to face reality, drugs, alcohol sensitivity, no boundaries. It's so porous, right? We're feeling everyone's energy as our own empath. An empathic gift without understanding the gift is a burden. Right. So on this day, I'm going to urge boundaries. Boundaries. If you're feeling other people's energy, put up your white light bubble, sending back energy that no longer serves you. If you're feeling intuitive, empathic, listen to the nudges in your empathic, intuitive self, right? This is a great time to journal. This is a great day for creativity. Right. This is where, helping others, compassion, empathy, romance. This is a lovely day for romance, spiritual journeying, meditations, doing therapy, healing, the past, psychology therapy, things like that. Great time for that this week, especially. Not a great time to do drugs, especially if you're a recreational drug user. This is going to make you extra sensitive this week, and especially on this day. So be careful with your dosage, because it can be a lot, even though you're like, I always take this dose. And you're like, oh, we're just more sensitive than usual. And then when we skip ahead to Thursday, May 19th, we have two aspects on this day that are making us very smart. Now, remember, Mercury is retrograde in Gemini right now. And so we're kind of going over, reassessing, reviewing, trying to understand, why are we thinking the way we are? We're curious, we're communicative, but we're trying to communicate for understanding, not for creating something new. So with the sun is trying to the sun is trying to Pluto, and Pluto is with Capricorn, and he is retrograde. No, he is not retrograde. He is direct, but he's still in Capricorn. So when the sun is trining to Pluto, there is this deep introspective. Pluto is the shadow. It is death, rebirth, and transformation. And trine is a very harmonious aspect, and the sun is our vitality. So we are feeling like we want to get deep to the heart of the matter. We feel motivated. We want to go after things. We have presence, fortitude, magnetism, influence. Those are some words that kind of encompass this aspect. Take assertive action now, but it's, again, we're not sort of taking action to go forward. We're trying to take assertive action to fix whatever it is. This is a great time to fix the foundations of your house. That's Taurus, right? The foundations of whatever it is out there. We're getting our sink fixed on this day. Like, there is things in this house that need fixing. Now is the time to get it done. This is helping you to get that stuff done, because on the same day we have a Mercury sextile to Jupiter. So Mercury is retrograde in Gemini, meaning we're going over and reassessing the way we think about things, who is in our circle, how are we connecting to the people around us, what are our plans to move forward. And Jupiter is expansion, optimism, good luck. And when he's in Pisces, this is intuition. So we're getting a real nudge from our intuition on what direction we should be going. Maybe if you go over something you've written, so maybe if you've written a program, or you're writing a book, or you're doing some social media posts, or maybe you're writing a short story or a song, this is a great time to go over that and just like punch it up a bit in areas, or look at areas that you can take things out or reword it in some way. You're going to have a real inflow of creativity and self-expression coming in here to help you out with this. So this is thinking and planning about the future. Go over decisions that you've made from the heart, and do they align with who you are now, right? If you look over the past, or you're looking over the things that you're doing every day, are they making sense for you? Like, this is like, why do we keep doing this thing, right? I was talking to a client, and she's like, I just kind of committed to doing this thing all the time. I didn't want to tell somebody, and it's no longer a big deal, whatever the secret is, but now I just kind of committed to not telling them. And so every time it comes up, I just kind of commit to the lie again. And I said, why? Does it matter anymore? And she's like, no, it doesn't matter anymore. Here's an opportunity to tell a different story now. That's Gemini. So Friday, happy birthday, Geminis. The sun is moving into Gemini. So this is a very different energy than Taurus. Taurus energy is fixed earth, and Gemini is mutable air. Like they can't be even more opposite than each other, to be honest. Mutable air means it goes wherever. It's creative, it's curious, it likes to go wherever its heart desires, but it's in search of intellect, of information. Air is ideas, inspiration, intellect, creativity. So when we think about this sun moving from this fixed earth sign to now this mutable air, we become lighter, we become more connective. We want to be in connectivity with others, communication, curiosity, inquiries. We want to experience things. And this is a beautiful aspect for gathering information, not such a great aspect if you got a lot to do because we feel scattered. We feel like we're going in 10 different directions with Gemini energy. So keep the gifts of Taurus. Give yourself a checklist of things that you need to get done. Refocus your energy, close down tabs, really try to stick to an agenda. What will happen now in Gemini season is we tend to get really scattered. So just being kind of pulled all over the place, easily distracted. We're curious, connection, communication, knowledge, diversity motivate us now. We're very social. And we can be a little unreliable because we want to be everywhere and do everything. So just a good idea to be focused and to keep those gifts of Taurus season as you move forward with your curiosity and your information gathering. Saturday now, the sun, because Mercury is going backwards through the sky, not backwards through the sky, it's retrograde, but the Earth is going faster than Mercury. So Mercury doesn't actually go backwards. It's just going slower than the Earth. But in relation to the Earth, he's going backwards in trajectory, if you will. It's a mathematical thing. So because he's going backwards through the zodiac and the sun is going forward through the zodiac, it is meeting at the first degrees of Gemini. So this is a lovely time for us to kind of go over and assess our communication, the people who are closest to us, our community. Maybe there's something we can do in our community that we've been putting off, or communications or things that we got in correspondence for things. Because Mercury is retrograde, we might be going over conversations that we've had in the past and being kind of asked, like, what did you mean by this? What's happening here? And so this is a really great time to increase personal, oh, I'm going to sneeze. There it is on camera. This is a great time to increase our connections with each other and really go over some things that, with schools, siblings, internet, that are we doing those things well? It's a great time to minimize your tabs or your apps on your phone. And maybe even this is a good time to get in touch with people that you went to school in elementary school with. A great time for a reunion. This is a good time to talk with your siblings and things that are going on in your life. So that's the energy for that. And then Sunday, May 22nd, we have now Mercury has gone through the first degrees of Gemini and he's gone back now into Taurus. So he's now into the 29th degree of Taurus. So this is a time now where you're taking all that you reviewed with what you're thinking, your thoughts, your communication, and now you're going, how do my plans reflect this? It's almost kind of moving back into the be, do, have model. So if you have not followed me or have not attended my vision board workshop, we always work through the be, do, have model. Who do I need to be to do the things I need to do to have the things I need to have, right? It's not backwards. We always kind of think, oh, I want the car. And you're like, oh, why aren't I getting the car, right? Manifestation. But manifestation actually works through the being. What do you need to be? So when we come back to this, it's like, I want to have more money. I want to have more abundance in my life. Well, what do I need to do? I need to stop spending all my money on things. I hear that's for me too. And then I also need to have a budget. I need to know where my money is going. And then who do I need to be to have the budget to know where my money is going to then have more money? Well, I need to be diligent, right, on my money and I need to be tracking on it. I need to be disciplined. I need to kind of be knowledgeable and be aware of what's going on. I need to heal my wounds that have to do with money. So it's coming back to Taurus is kind of grounding your plans, grounding your ideas that you had, grounding all the information that you gathered in your reviewing and grounding it now into something stable. Now, what plans do I need to change so that I'm making sure that everything moving forward is going to line up with my goals? That's pretty much what that is. So so that's simplifying, conserving, thinking down to earth, slowing things down, getting grounded, becoming more common sense with things. And then Mercury is sextile to Pluto. So this is giving us that kind of oomph, but not, because Mars is still in Pisces. And so in Pisces, he's ethereal, he's flowy, he's compassionate. So this is actually asking you to give compassion to those parts of you that are feeling sad that you didn't get the goals that you wanted already, that you're not where you want to be at this point in time. And, some of these aspects can be bringing up and trudging up parts of the past that you might be like, oh, here we go again. But really, and I feel like this is for someone who's watching to this point, so bless you if you're still watching to this part of this video, is that it's new level, new devil, right? As you're continuing to evolve and go deeper into yourself and doing the work and really understanding why you're doing what you're doing, I want you to give compassion to yourself, because you're at a new level now. If you feel like you keep cycling to the same thing over and over again, you're not. You're at a new level and you're seeing it with new eyes. And that's why you're coming to this, right? You're sort of uncovering layer by layer. As you get deeper into yourself and you're evolving higher, you see the experience from a new perspective, right? So in astrology, the sun is kind of like a record player, kind of the tip of the record player needle. And it goes around, for those of you who aren't old enough to understand, a record player plays a record and the needle kind of plays the song. So as the record's going round, the song is playing through the needle and it goes in kind of further and further into the record. Yeah. So until it's done. So the sun is like the record player needle. Every year it goes around your chart, 365 days for the year. And as it does that, it plays over a similar part of your chart every year at that time. So if you understand astrology, you'll understand that you have certain themes that play out every year. And you can figure that out by looking at the chart. So that's why I love doing astrology readings, because you can't make this stuff up. There is such a correlation to the day that you're just like, this stuff is real. It works for me. So I know it works. That's why I do it. And that's why I teach it. That's why I offer it as a session. If that's something you're interested in, please do get into my calendar. And that concludes our week. So it's a big week. We started off with that eclipse. Then we've got that Mars conjunct Neptune on Wednesday, where we're feeling really sensitive. Thursday, we're feeling a lot more energized to get things done. Friday, we're feeling more connective with the sun moving into Gemini. Gemini season, happy birthday to the Geminis. If you're watching and you're a Gemini, post below and happy birthday to you. And then Saturday, we're kind of thinking things through that last part of Gemini when Mercury moves into Taurus the next day. So what did we learn from this? What did we review, reassess? What nuggets of wisdom came to you that now you can ground in on Sunday into some new plan, changing a plan in some way to accommodate this change, this new idea that's coming to light. So wishing you a wonderful week ahead. Thank you for watching. I appreciate you. Have the most amazing week. Bye.